All right, guys. So we're going to go over the homework, which was the independent practice, page 51, 52, numbers 1 through 6. Number 1, all you had to do was graph the ordered pairs, and it is on page 51. I'm just going to write them real fast. The ordered pairs they gave you were 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 8, and 3, 12. All right. When I give you the quiz, what I'll be looking for when you have to graph the ordered pairs, obviously I need to see two lines, right? I need to see the x-axis, and please label it. That's more for you than for me. And tell me what each one means. The x-axis represents the number of pages, and the y-axis represents minutes. Again, I'll leave a space there for you to do this, but don't forget, I need to see the labels. What do the numbers represent? And the 0 there. All right. For the x-axis, it goes, again, this is the x-axis, just real fast. X-axis right here. Y-axis up here. All right. Here we go. It goes from 0 to 3 for the x-axis. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 4 just in, why not? Can't hurt. Now the y-axis, by the way, I forgot to put little parentheses around them. No big deal, but still. Attention to detail and all that. All right, the x-axis, the y-axis, excuse me, goes from 0 to 12. Now, I know in the book it labels it from 0 to 25, and you can do that too if you want, but I'd rather just do this. It's up to you. You have to do what you have to do, okay? And actually, apparently I didn't have to go that far. Okay. Again, that's why you do things in pencil. You can always erase. Now, you see the mistake I made there, right? I wrote that too close. So, let's see, 4, 8, 12. And again, minutes. All right. So we have 0, 0. So you're going to have to literally just draw the pairs, graph them, just 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 12. And that's how you graph. Again, draw the axes, x-axis, y-axis, label them. What are you representing here? Pages and minutes. You know, that still bothers me. By the way, there's no reason why you can't do this. Right up and down like that. Minutes. Okay, I like that now. And that's number 1. Just graph it, which you just did. Number 2 says, describe what you see. Let's see. Describe the pattern in the graph. Well, the graph shows, I'm seeing that this person reads 4 pages every, let's see. Is that what it says? No, it doesn't. Every 4 minutes, this person reads 1 page. Or you could also say it the other way around. This person reads 1 page every 4 minutes. You want to go X first. So the person's name is Samir. So look at the x-axis. Samir reads 1 page every 4 minutes. And that's number 2. So when it says describe the pattern, let me write this down. Describe the pattern. The easiest thing to do would be to answer this question. What does the graph tell you? What does the graph tell you? Very simple. Okay? And we answer that question. The graph tells me that this person reads 1 page every 4 minutes. All right, number 3. Okay, this is one of the situations where you're going to have to fill out the chart. So we're talking about 2 people. We're talking about Ken and Wayne. They both sell, I guess, home improvement stuff, which is fine. That's totally fine. No complaints there. All right. The deal here is we're working with fencing. So we have, for the X, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for Wayne, same thing. For the X, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here's the deal. You have to read the problem. It says Ken sells fencing for $5 a foot. So for every foot, he charges $5. And for Wayne, by the way, I should put this down. Right. I know I'm kind of skipping a lot of steps here, but I'm kind of going fast because we're going to go over this in class, hopefully. But for every foot, he charges $5. And then this guy, Wayne, he charges $6 for every foot. Yep. All right. So it should make sense after 2 feet, it's double this, right? Just plus 1, plus 5. You're skip counting again. And then this would be 12, 18, 24. But of course, what they want the ordered pair. So let me get my pen and I'll write this down. They want it in XY format. They want an ordered pair. So this is 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15, 4, 20. And then here on this side we have 1, 6, 2, 12, 3, 18, 4, 24. And that is number 3. All right. Number 4, it says now you got to graph it. So same thing as I said before. Now here's the deal. Here's the thing with tomorrow's test, or tomorrow's quiz, I should say. You might be tempted to make 2 graphs. That's not the point. You got to make 1 graph so you can compare the information. Okay? So again, I draw my X, my Y-axis, my X-axis. There, it doesn't matter. You can do whichever one you want first. X-axis, Y-axis. And of course, label them. The X-axis is fencing. And again, where am I getting this from? It's in the directions. Fencing, every foot, right, per foot. And on this side, it's the cost. Now, I learned from my other mistake. I'm going to go down and put COST. You do what works best for you. The cost in money. All right. And I put my 0 here. All right. I'm looking at the X-axis. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My X-axis. X-axis. My Y-axis. Now, I know I didn't label them yet, but it's okay. That's all right. X-axis. Y-axis. All right. For Ken, I have from 5 to 20. For Wayne, I have 6 to 24. The highest one is 24. You know what? I'm just going to put 25. That way I can count by 5s. Right? So I'm going to try and see if I can space this out equally. That's actually not bad. I'll leave it like that. All right. And then just graph the points. Now here's the deal, though. Here's the thing you have to remember. I'm going to use 2 different colors. Let's call orange Ken. And let's call green Wayne. All right, Ken, we have 1, 5. Always start at the origin. 1, 5. 2, 10. 3, 15. 4, 20. Well, that wasn't as good as it could have been, but you get the idea. All right. So it kind of makes a line. Now we have Wayne. We have 1, 6, so right above it, just a little bit. 2, 12. Somewhere here. Again, it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. 3, 18, pretty close to 20. 4, 24, pretty close to 25. All right. And that is number 4. You just graphed it. Okay, now, this is where you have to think a little bit. Number 5 says, using the tables and graphs, write a few sentences completing the ratios of amount of charged per foot of fencing for each store. How is this shown in the graph? Let me read that again because I read it kind of weirdly. Using the tables and graphs, write a few sentences comparing the ratios of amount charged per foot of fencing for each store. How is this shown in the graph? Okay. Remember what I said with the other problem? Describe the pattern. What do you see? Okay, there's many things you can say. And I'll write this down, but I want to say it first. I see that Ken's line is straight, it's steep, but Wayne is steeper. I also see that as the amount of fencing increases, the cost increases, which should make sense, right? The more you buy, the more you spend. But what else can you say? If I didn't see this, I can say that I know Ken charges $5 per foot, 1.5 to 10, and Wayne's is going to be a little harder. It's hard to see that this is a 6, right? I mean, if you write it, you can see it, but I'm not going to ask you to do that. Again, just looking at the graph alone, I'd be able to say that, again, I can tell that that Ken charges more per foot of fencing. Okay, so what am I going to write? You write what you see. Write what you see. Okay, I see that Wayne charges more per foot fencing than Ken, right? And just to verify that, yep, the green is Wayne. His line is higher than Ken's, so that's true. Okay. I also notice that Wayne's line is steeper. All right. Okay. This means he charges more per foot, which we just said that, but I'm just giving you options of what to write. All right, and that's number 5. Number 6. Ooh, okay. For number 6, you don't have to graph anything, but you are going to have to write a ratio table. Now, how do I know that? The first thing you have to do is read the problem. Patty's Pies made 2 peach pies using 10 cups of peaches. They made 3 pies using 15 cups of peaches and 4 pies using 20 cups of peaches. Predict how many cups of peaches would be needed to make 9 peach pies. Ugh. All right, real quick. We have a restaurant called Patty's Pies. I understand the ratio they give us is peach pies to 2 cups of peaches. What this is saying is, this should make sense, to make pies you need peaches. So to make 2 of them, I need 10 cups of peaches. All right, so there's our ratio, 2 to 10. And so the question then, and it also gives us more information, by the way. Okay. Here we go with the 2 to 10. But then it tells us with 3 pies, we need 15 cups of peaches. With 4 pies, we need 20 cups of peaches. Then the question is asking, well, what if we want to make 9 pies? How many peaches do we need? Okay, that's the question. And I'll even write it down. How many cups of peaches do we need? All right, so let's look at what we have here. We've done this before. You're scaling up from 4 to 9. You're scaling up, which means you're going to have to multiply. You want more. You want more. You're going to have to multiply. Now, I can't think of any number that I can multiply by 4, a whole number that is, to go from 4 to 9. So let me rewrite it over here. Now, like I said, if you can't scale up, that means you might have to scale down. You're going to have to break this up into smaller groups. And if you're scaling down, you're going to have to divide. All right. Okie dokie. I'm going to look for the GCF, but I don't know my times table. I could divide by 2. It'll be 2/10, and divide by 2 again, it'll be 1/5. But if you use the GCF, I know I can break both these down into 4 groups, right? Which means I'll have 4 groups of 1 and 4 groups of 5. All right. Now I can scale up. Hopefully you can see that. If I'm going kind of fast, this was lesson 3, guys. You should still remember this. Whatever you do to one, you do to the other. All right? And what's 5 times 9? But again, write a sentence. What does that mean? So I'm going to say she, even though it's really a restaurant. She needs 45 cups of peaches. Look, I realize I went really fast, but like I told you before, what's going to get you guys is the English. If you didn't understand this, try and visualize the problem first. I could have drawn, you know what? I could have drawn something like this. Here's my pie. And again, I'm not an artist. You know this. I said it before, but I want to understand what's going on. Here's my pie. 2 pies. And I need, the measuring cup. Again, I'm not an artist. I keep saying that because I want you to understand that I'm still doing it, even though I'm not an artist, so you can too. 10 cups. Right? Remember I can't think of this. Colons tell you it's a ratio. Pies to cups, right? Of peaches. And that, my friend, is it for the independent practice.